Hey everybody, this is Paulio Jr. again, and in today's video I wanted to show you the best ways to update any drivers that you may have, or even missing drivers that you do not have as well. Now, my number one pick out of the three that I'm going to show you is called Ccleaner. Now, Ccleaner does a hell of a lot more than just getting updated drivers. It'll optimize your PC. It will uninstall programs that you yourself may have had an issue with getting rid of. It deletes temporary files, registry files, etc., etc. It is a good free tool to have, but in this case, as far as drivers go, it will only let you use them with the Ccleaner Professional. So if you have never had Ccleaner ever before, and let's say you're installing a new PC or you've just never had it, I would go straight to Ccleaner and use the professional trial. All links will be in the description, and all of the drivers that they give you on all three of these are all completely up to date, and they all work perfectly. So I have actually used professional trial longer than 14 days. So this is something that I can't get and use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the free version here. Come on. So let's see here. Install our standard version of Ccleaner. Now, like I said, if you've never had Ccleaner, go for the professional right away. So it's excellent when let's say you're installing one or many new computers and you need all of the drivers. That's the perfect one for you. But just for time's sake, and just to show you, relatively how Ccleaner works, it's all very self-explanatory. I'll show you exactly where everything is and how to do it. So, okay, so we're reinstalling Ccleaner, and obviously because I installed it before, it keeps a registry file that says that I did have it, so it will not allow me to have the 14-day free trial on this specific computer unless I pay for it. And so what we're going to do is get right into let's see here. We're going to get right into installing Ccleaner. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, here we go. The customize, typically you don't have to do. That's all fine. Install it. Come on. And this is really the only one that I'm going to go through, because Ccleaner has much more to offer than the other ones, besides the drivers themselves. So, but when I had initially found out that Ccleaner did do the updating driver software, it was the best I'd ever seen. It was the fastest I've ever seen, and it had such a wide application as well. It had a wide application ready to go. So, alright, Ccleaner free is ready. So, and we're going to decline this. Start cleaner. So this is, now on both, the screens look identical in the free and the professional. So Ccleaner is always good to have. You may not want to. Let's not do that. Can we escape that? Can we escape that? Programs to be closed. No. Okay, we're not doing that. So what it'll do is it'll check your PC's health up to a certain length, which is still, more beneficial than, not doing it at all. So hopefully this will go relatively quickly. And, definitely don't forget to restart your computer every now and then. I particularly do not recommend shutting down Windows in general. I would prefer to put it to sleep or in hibernate, more specifically hibernate than anything else. So it's using almost nothing as far as electricity goes, and then when you start it back up, it'll go right back to where everything was, everything's saved and all that good stuff. So it'll save it regardless. Let's just say your power went out or something like that, it will still save everything else. So but what we really want to do is get down to the driver updater. Let's see, can we do that simultaneously here? Driver updater, right? So now this is in professional, you would do this. Continue. Is updating safe? Yes. Yes. Scan drivers. And as it goes through, obviously it's scanning every single thing in here. It's scanning the Ethernet port, it's scanning any Wi-Fi, it's scanning your video card, your mouse, anything externally that is connected to it, including the microphone that I had plugged in, etc., etc. So, and what I love about Ccleaner the Ccleaner Professional is that you can update them all at one time, and you're not missing one. You're not missing any drivers whatsoever. So this is telling me, yes, I have a couple things, right? Now you can see, okay. Now what I would typically do is I would just do an update all, right? And now it'll say, well, let's see here. Is it allowing me to do a 14-day trial again? Let's see. Unless it asks for my credit card. Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. So, update your drivers. Okay. Update drivers. Okay. Done. This is fantastic. This is great. So, for whatever reason, in the past, I have uninstalled Ccleaner after the 14 days had passed. It wouldn't allow me to update any drivers whatsoever, but I'm not even going to question it why it is allowing me to update the drivers that are out of date or missing. So now this is an excellent thing, especially even if you have Windows 10 or 11, because every once in a while there is going to be a driver that Windows will not catch. So this was extremely important during the Windows 7 days, and before that, Windows Vista was really the first one that had a lot of things, had a lot of drivers already installed, but you still had missing drivers. So 10 and 11 have done a lot better in that regard. So let's let this update for a second here as I pause it. Okay, so I'm resuming it. I would just say just do a restart later. Okay, update's complete. We have updated 5 drivers on your PC. View up-to-date drivers. So it's going to be everything from, see, it even updated the blue snowball, which is my microphone. It updated the any audio sequence within the within the laptop itself. And let's see, biometric, Bluetooth, it updated. Hell, it even updated the webcam as well. Connectivity. Let's see here. So connectivity, it updated. Let's see here. Well, this was 9.1, but it did update, the internal Wi-Fi device as well. So let's go back to driver update if we can. Summary screen. Okay, see your drivers. Let's go to somewhere else. Driver update. And so I think it's going to do this before updating more drivers. Please restart your computer. So what you would do, obviously, is restart the computer, go back into this, and then update the rest. So as you can see, it would update my display, my mouse, my USB, and any connectivity. So, and that's literally it as far as the driver updater is concerned. So now, if for whatever reason, okay, we're actually in Device Manager right now. So this shows you, when you just search Device Manager, it shows you what might be out of date, what's missing, and so forth. So as you can see, I have that's technically an error message that will be fixed by Ccleaner Professional. So alright, so before we go back to that, let's do this. Let's make it better, because now we have the professional version running, which I was not expecting at all. So alright, so it cleans up temporary files, it cleans up things that aren't used much. You will notice it will have a noticeable difference in speed as well. So there's a lot I could go over with Ccleaner, but I really didn't want to do that besides the driver updater and maybe checking out this health check. The other two will be much quicker than this, trust me. So please trust me. And come on. And like I said, after this is finished, I would restart the computer. I would try to, if it has the option to restart without an update, do that, and then come back in and do that as well. So as you can see, I have 3.26 gigabytes of junk files that it will get rid of for me. This is the beginner of beginners program for and this isn't just for Windows. This is for a multitude of different operating systems, including anything Apple. I believe it does Linux, and then there's some oddball ones that a lot of people haven't heard of. So I'm just going to cancel this right now, because we just want to get right into the driver updating. So the next one, like I said, links will be in the description. Now this was my favorite one, because it would allow you to download drivers, all at once, just like Ccleaner does. Ccleaner Professional does as well. So you do a free download, install it, and if there are any missing or outdated drivers, Driver Booster will do it, and it will do it very quickly. So I highly recommend that one as well, obviously. And then, now this says Driver Fix, but I was actually looking for Driver Easy. Oop, there, Driver Easy. Come on. Come on. Driver Easy. So they obviously have a free and a pro version as well. So let's close Ccleaner out here. Okay. And if you want to keep Ccleaner, you can, excuse me, you also have the option of not allowing it to start when Windows starts up as well. Let's see here. Wait. Come on. Alright, we're out of Ccleaner. We're doing that. Alright, here we go. So obviously, you know, if you don't want to, you don't need to pay for any of this, because if you really want to, you can search each of these drivers online, but this is just easy because it has it all in one. So when you download Driver Easy, let's just do it for the heck of it, if you want to bear with me here. So Driver Easy, keep, should download pretty quickly. I don't believe it's a large file. I don't believe so. Wonder what else could be eating up at some of this. So we can exit Ccleaner. The rest we can leave on for the time being. Okay, let's run Driver Easy. Driver Easy was always like my last resort. So typically in the past, what I would do is I would use Driver Booster first to get the main ones out of the way. But Driver Booster did not have every single driver available. And that was why I liked Driver Easy. So it was like, okay, the ones that were left over or needed, then, you know, I could count on Driver Easy because it is very specific. It gets the most up-to-date drivers. But the one thing when you get it for free is it does throttle your speed. If you're not in a rush, then don't even worry, then it's not a big deal. Some people are in a rush and they want to get it all done at one time. You know, it is what it is. So we're going to open up Driver Easy here, and let's see here, why choose us? Okay, so now that we are in Driver Easy, they do have some extra tools that they did over time, you know, hardware info, tools, etc. But what we want to do, as far as drivers are considered, is just go to Scan, and we'll see what is either missing or what is out of date. So let's see what they have. So when you're not using Pro, I believe they throttle your speed around 30 to 60 kilobytes per second, you know, which obviously nowadays is not fast at all. So, and this is like I said, this is one you use last. So let's just say you wanted to use Ccleaner first, and for whatever reason you wanted to use Driver Booster. This is the one you come to last because they are extremely specific. Now if you look at the file sizes, you'll see that like the 8.5, 86 kilobytes, 511 kilobytes, that these guys will not take long at all, you know, regardless of the speed. So really only 1, 2, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 drivers that are out of date. And simply put, you can do one at a time. So I would start with the lower end ones, the smaller file size ones, like 86 kilobytes, you'll have it in seconds, and then maybe save the Intel HT, something like that for after, because it is 528 megabytes, going at, let's see what the speed is real quick. You ready? Alright, let's update. And so, hopefully you all know how to create a restore point. But okay, I'll leave it like that. Or it'll automatically create it for you. Continue. The free version, obviously will not allow you to download all at one time. And then, as you can see, I couldn't even really see. Okay, automatically install. It's always the best option. And so 100% installed. Okay, there we go. So there's the file location if we do need it. So I wouldn't let go of that if you do need it, but just remember that it is in the folder after driver easy. So app data, roaming, easyware, driver easy, etc. So and that's where, in case you've never done it before, what you do is search. You search Device Manager. Open that up, and then you would see. You would look for that particular driver that you're missing. So, and sometimes with driver easy, it's like, okay, I gotta look through a couple here, and now let's just say it was this one, right? So what we want to do, let's see here, open file location. These will not go away, and I'm just going to copy that folder, and it might not be the right one for this, but I'm just going to show you how. You would do update driver, and then you would click browse my computer. You would paste that, include subfolders, and then click next. Now it may not, it may not be the one for that specific one. But if you don't see anything else that has, if you know exactly what it is, you'll know where to update it. But that is how you update it. So, long story short, it's basically use Ccleaner first, get that 14-day free trial, and download all the drivers that you can. If you want to make sure that you have all of them, then try driver booster. And if you want to triple check, right, you could disregard driver booster if you want, and then just go straight to driver easy and let that be the deciding factor on what exactly it is that you need. So alright, I've made this video long enough. Like I said, I have the community section. So if you have any any video ideas, or just whatever you want to comment, slander me, whatever the case may be, put it in the community section, because I'll see that more often than I will in the videos on how to do certain things via the computer and whatnot. So I hope this did help you. So again, you have Ccleaner 14-day free trial, you have driver booster, and you have driver easy. And driver easy is the most thorough one after using Ccleaner, just to double check. So yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. See ya.